Chris Nolan is all his projects are shrouded in secrecy. As I understand it, he knows kind of the actors he wants. He invites you into the club and says, what, read the script and you're in? Like, what happens?
He meets everyone, so you get the call. I mean, not that he has a phone.
Right.
But you get a call from someone, you know.
Right.
And they say Chris would like to meet you, and at which point I ran to meet him. I was so thrilled. And I sat and chatted with him, and he's wonderfully humble and understated and sort of almost nonchalant about it. You know, he has this massive, iconic, ridiculous film that he's about to make. And yet he's like, right, so do you want to read it? And, you know, here's the role of Kitty Oppenheimer, and if you're interested, love you to do it. And it's just, that's it. That's the ceremony.
Yeah.
And then you read this utterly astonishing script that was so visceral and so exhilarating to read. It was so perfect. And then he kind of saunters in, he goes, do you enjoy it? You know, and I was like exhausted by it and so thrilled by it. And I sort of gibbered at him incoherently about how much I loved it. And he goes, great, yeah, should be good then. It's done. You know?
End of negotiations.
End of negotiations.
But like, is there pressure in that moment? Because as I understand it, you're literally reading it like in his study.
I read it in his library, which is already overwhelming because there's far too many books in there. He's read far too many books. So
We get it, you're a smart man.
You just feel stupid. You're like, I should read more books.
But like, does he leave you alone? It's a long script, it's a dense script.
Yeah.
Does he leave you alone and say, you've got 2.5 hours, here's this bell? Like,
no.
what happens? I want the actual nitty gritty.
No, he just says, when you're done, let me know. So I texted Emma, his wife, and I was like, I'm done.
And then, are you putting the pressure on yourself, like,
well, I also didn't know what
say?
to text, so I went, holy shit, I'm done. You know? And I didn't know, like...
She might have thought you ruined something in the study, like you spilled something, like, you know.
Yeah, so then he came in, and I think the script was so wonderful that you had so much to talk about.
Right.